Hi, in this video I will show you how to put together the free hat card SVG, which is an SVG from Simply Crafty SVGs. So this is a pretty quick card to put together. Here are the pieces. So we have 3 panels for the front. These two will match up and then be centered on this one. This is an inside panel. If you want to put it in, you don't have to. And then here's the little label, and it's a blank label. I didn't put any words on it, but for this one I wrote congratulations or you could just say good job, or way to go, or you did it, something like that. I mean, like either print and cut, or I use this with the pen using the Cricut Maker. So if you need to know some tutorials on how to do that, I do have a couple tutorials on my YouTube channel. So here's 2 other pieces too. My embellishment bowl, this is part of the tassel, and then this part is the top of the hat. So we'll just dump those. I just put them in my little embellishment bowl so they don't get lost, because sometimes I move things around and they get lost in the shuffle. I'm sure some people understand. So let's put the card aside. I had already folded it in half, so it is an A2 size. So it's we do have a free A2 envelope in our basic envelope set online. So if you don't have one, you can always make one like that. Oh, we might as well just do this really quick then. So this is one of a few graduation cards we have. So I mostly use American Craft cardstock. You can see a little bit of a leftover label from there. I don't like cutting through the labels. And this is just for the inside, just a little decorative panel. You could omit this. This is, like I said, one of a couple. This is one of the simpler cards, but I thought about this and I thought it would be fun to do, so I did. We'll go ahead and put these together. So this just goes over there. And so I put a little foam tape. So I'm just going to take that off and center it. So I kind of have to look over, so hopefully my head doesn't get in the camera. And you can make these any color. So I kind of fashioned this after almost like a maroon and gold, maybe like an, not quite USC, but close to it. Because sometimes they have only 2 colors. Sometimes there's like white and red, white and blue, something like that. So this is kind of based on a 3 color scheme. But if you have a 2 color scheme like a white and red, what you could do is just make this part the tassel and this red and coordinate with that color and make that front white. And you could always make just a white card. I mean, it's up to you, but you could just change colors in your software. So I'll put that aside. And then we're going to do the black last. So this will line up exactly, and this will go under it. So that's the color of your tassel. So these are the exact same size. So in order to make sure that you don't get glue in places that you want to see, we're going to glue around this, because this is the most cuts. If you glue on this, of course, you could get glue in the area where the tassel shows. So I'm just going to go around the edges. And I am using art glitter glue with a fine tip applicator. So when we go around here, just going to be careful about how much glue I put around this edge and these openings. So just really lightly, because we don't want it to go into the area we can see. And then you could really just put a little bit here. Normally I don't use my hands for this, but for this little area right here, I just don't want it to leak through, so. You see, once we get it lined up, if the color is showing a little bit, that's okay. It kind of will enhance the project. Oops. And once we have those lined up, we can now center it on the black piece. I'm going to go like this, turn it around. Get little dry glue pieces here, so let me wipe that off. So it's always handy to have like a wet little paper towel or something like that. It's for my fingertips, excess glue, that kind of thing. So just like we did the other layer, we're going to go around the openings here. The trick too is to make sure that your glue doesn't dry. If you put it on too lightly, it might dry before you get it on the card. So before you get it on this mat. So this is centered. So I'm just going to be real careful about where I place it from the bottom. So I'm just making sure that it's about the same size around on the bottom and the sides down the bottom first, and then I'll place it down. So it's actually almost done. And then we'll go ahead and just glue this to the front of the card. Now I don't know if you're new to my videos, you can go ahead and subscribe to us. And you can hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified when we have new videos or tutorials, because I do have tutorials every once in a while. And of course I always appreciate a little thumbs up, so if you like this project, give me a little thumbs up. I would appreciate it. So the last thing we're going to add are these two pieces and of course the tag. So here's the little, this is like the metal part of a tassel. So if you need something to place it, you can just kind of carefully put a little glue on it. You could put glue in the area you want to put it onto and pop it right there. And then just making sure I'm getting little bits of glue. You can pop this up. So what I'm going to do is just center it. What would be handy is if you actually ink it a little bit with white, would show it up a little bit. So let's do that. So you probably can't see it, but I just lightly inked it around the outside to give it like a little, it kind of frames the black a little bit so it's more noticeable. So I'm going to put the centerpiece, just like the middle of the hat. It's a little bit more noticeable. So I mean that's something you could omit, but it kind of gives a little bit more look of the hat. And then we'll just go ahead and add this tag. So again, you can customize this to anything. You could put the dates. You could actually, another thing is not even using this tag at all, and you could put the logo of the school. Do a little print and cut. So, and that's a really simple card. So that's it. I hope you like it, and I thank you so much for watching.